Premo atuyema munyina hamama kwa abadiba UTV so braso sense wando ayensa kan ya boabo no ye de ba besomo ene awie ye de aseda no ma this way chocolate drink eye Ghana kokoni ye de aye ede aya no wanumbi your best point savings and loans and the best assurance special eyes natural mineral water and drinks awodo ne kan obi nene omobo michidom and some ye de urban de dimu akotini ebi ene say Abato komisa sha siene ama wona bibinti omu voters ID card ahira no ya hye omumu anamo anase ayebia moma akoso bofo de ne de omu ndue sika bia na hye yenya ye de ahira no ye betua 10 Ghana cedis. Organized labor Edison Sembebre atuja nei Ghana mampanyi nana adodankwa kufu ado ayi wonano. Now kane NDC amayoko no dwomtseni owura Samuel Ofosu ampofo ne court nsensemo no ene court ko asetena no ye frɛ ya wantimi ama ensemo no ebi eka ho donhwe baako entem ekua ejiho akode magipenie amede ba besomo afi ensemo no nkyiremu enie Ghana mampanyi nana adodankwa kufu ado akasa ede atudwa sobe na afamu de biada ahwe ama STEM a eno eye science technology engineering and mathematics ehu adesua ne senkaye no akoyie papapa mampanyi nana adodankwa kufu ado de nse we nyada tudwa ebra apply research conference of technical university of Ghana omuhie mu etoso miensa ekoso ewo sunwane a eno ewo bono mantamunim.
Government through the Ministry of Education has invested heavily in the development of high-quality STEM institutions and programs, providing training and resources for teachers and encouraging greater participation of our youth and girls in these fields. Indeed, the Accra STEM Academy, a school dedicated principally to the teaching and learning of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM, is almost complete and will be commissioned this year. Under the STEM Education Enhancement Program, significant strides have been made in the establishment of state-of-the-art science laboratories across the nation. The initiative, launched in 2019, has seen the construction of 186 new science laboratories in various regions of Ghana. These labs are equipped with modern specialized equipment to facilitate hands-on learning and experimentation. The infrastructure expansion is aligned with government's commitment to sponsoring a culture of scientific inquiry and innovation. In addition to constructing new facilities, government has prioritized the refurbishment and modernization of existing science laboratories in 180 selected senior high schools to amplify the quality of science education. This comprehensive overhaul ensures that all labs meet contemporary educational standards. Ladies and gentlemen, if effective university, industry, government partnerships are to be realized in Ghana, it will be necessary to create more structured opportunities for encounters between industrialists and universities. Such engagements, I believe, will build understanding of each other's functions and help to dispel adverse perceptions of each sphere have of one another. Firstly, there's a need to create hybrids, with industrialists joining academia and academics taking leave to work in industry.
Ghana mampanyi nana adodankwa kufu ado asan kasa biem ede atudwa se abedweko omuhwese nyankase bebiebi enuma na afensu ya sakrasakremu akọ animu no akade papa esefata won wode bema won no matimi aye adwuma na aboa ama Ghana mabunu so mpeso mbi omadwuma no omanyanya agina so.
I'm proud to state that my government's National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEIP, instituted in 2017, the year of my assumption of office, has been a cornerstone initiative aimed at advancing entrepreneurship and innovation in Ghana. laws to tackle youth unemployment and stimulate economic growth. It has provided critical support to startups through funding, training, and mentorship. The program's emphasis on equipping young entrepreneurs with the necessary skills and resources has significantly impacted Ghana's startup ecosystem, leading to the emergence of numerous innovative businesses across various sectors. By offering financial support and business development services, NEIP has enabled 15,000 startups to scale up their operations, contributing to the creation of some 103,821 jobs at the end of 2023 and economic diversification. The program has empowered the youth, reduced unemployment, and initiated a culture of self-reliance and creativity. NEIP's success in producing entrepreneurial talent has not only generated thousands of jobs, but also positioned Ghana as a hub for innovation in West Africa, driving sustainable economic development and improving the livelihoods of citizens. The theme of this conference underscores the importance of partnership in driving national development. By working together, universities, industry, and government can create a powerful synergy that accelerates innovation and entrepreneurship, leading to economic growth, job creation, and improved quality of life for all Ghanaians. Let us commit to strengthening these partnerships, leveraging our collective expertise, and thus advancing Ghana's development. Together we can build a brighter future for our nation, one that is characterized by innovation, inclusivity, and prosperity.
NPP amayukoni Frank Kreni oyo mampenyi abedi echire eyeyewura bawumia wadi atudwa chem se Ghana fo nya ni mugidi amapane arehyimu ento abamano na wanam abefo kwan so digital no behwe akon ede etia corruption wadi nse we atudwa ebra wone civil servant workers ekokoshiemu.
My whole philosophy is that it is possible. Ghana, even if you look at what we have done, today, Ghana is the #1 country in the world, the whole world, in terms of delivery of medicines by drones. #1 country. #1. And all the people manning our drone centers, the 6 drone centers, all are 100% Ghanaians. Young men and women. 2 months ago, the mother company in San Francisco came to recruit a Ghanaian to go and lead a team in San Francisco on drone flight operations, because the experience is here. You have digital address system that we implemented. We are only the 2nd country in the world to do so. Today, we have the Ghana card, a digital ID card. The EU has asked all its countries to issue the Ghana card equivalent by 2030. 2030. They don't have it. Mobile money interoperability. We are the first country in Africa to do so. So we have to understand that we can be the best. We can really be the best if we put our minds to it. I have a lot of clarity in terms of where I want to go. I want to fight corruption, and corruption really requires a lot of political will to fight it, isn't it? I've been fighting corruption with a lot of systems, digital systems that we have been using. When we faced the issue of ghost workers, I said, let every worker be identified with their Ghana card, isn't it? So every worker has fingerprints, but the ghosts don't have fingerprints. Immediately we said that the ghosts disappeared. In the National Service Scheme alone, 44,000 workers disappeared. SNIT pensioners, 19,000 people disappeared. The two alone saved over 700 million Ghana cedis a year. So systems can help us deal with corruption. That's what we have done in the ports with paperless, DVLA, and so on. But you also need the political will to enforce the fight against corruption. I'm prepared for it, and I want you to give me the opportunity and the chance to take Ghana to a different level. I believe that, and this is why we are consulting very broadly, I believe that we can do something new for our country, something much better. And I want to work very closely with you, to consult with you every day. I want to help. I want to help the vulnerable. I want to help the poor. I want to help the disadvantaged. I want to use this opportunity to change Ghana.
Sese Ghana hase no yahinkru eye enkran na ohwe sade nipa siwo mu na abo apeso no a ade bi ha adwene papa enunti NDC amayiko ni fankakra ni omampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama ese woba obehwe adinani akrankran ahwe baabi a ebese afata ni asan abokro ba ko akankran ho a ebema dwumedi akoso a ebema Ghana mabunso anya dwumaye ewum.
We will start a visibility study and a plan to build a new city. Accra is getting gridlocked. The time has come for us to move some parts of the government services out of Accra. Accra will continue to be the capital, but we'll move part of it outside. There's land on the Accra Plains, there's land on the other bank of the Volta Lake and all that. Already we're going to have a port terminal at Mpakadan to move cargo to the northern part of the country. There's a lot of land there, and so we can move some of the ministries, agencies and departments out of the city so that we decongest Accra, because Accra has expanded to its limits. The way it is going, if we're not careful, it will be difficult to continue to manage it as a viable city. And so we'll start the plan and the design and the feasibility. I believe that this will be a project that will take maybe 20 years to fulfill, but we need to start somewhere. And so we'll start, others will come and continue from where we leave off.
Ensio a etwa eyiri efa yen ewo enkrase ne yade bia ano eden na aban ebomode so behwe etususa eno nti oso afọ wono na hwe ekwan ne akwantempo so onmanyafo Francis Asenso Boachi ene na pamfo edi nanu esiwo no mo ekwa apro won kra ha ahwe baabia ensio to a eyiri fa yen na yetu hu anamon
ene na mishashe eba pro Greater Accra na mishashe free English amanfom constituency. The kind of baby if to Bajanshan and stand winning activities near other illegal activities in tea. You to an idea and you have good you drinks in the ama you drinks no soon to me in fact in Sunian court, then so in Akota Quano. Into no bassa in Sutobia and Asari when you're not flooding. Into a question and who said idea said 2-3 ministries is share near permanent solution to the problem. In my proposal, say me name other colleague ministers, Minister for Works and Housing, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and even local government minister. Naki yina ebe share near technical office. No more about site abehe. Ko bebi wo ha see it me due nua ma ebe prevent siltation. No bebi won so see ye drains, storm drains, and on ebe hit local drains, which is the normal road drains by the roadside now. So that by Anya in Suta Anya me say say that's the proposal my me say it is an amona ebe boapa. If you want my call but you know English amount from so other road project road conditions now what they baby bra say I buy ebe 200 amount. If we go wage up bawe you go share also so there are very bad road network or why as I buy to and then me can say about program be communities are heavily populated, densely populated communities. About program on impact roads. A road be we are ebe come out for pa no sa weja bawe English amount from anya so tium any other communities e wa Accra any Kumasi no ade a aban ye hwe pa se de be betimi ayo mu roast amount nti free on ye call bridge bia ye no weja bawe over the Densu dam no and also so enimu pa na bia na I had drink kakra ne say nkofobia omo work enimu say omo free o ma yetimi ye bridge ni wie no no muntimi ntu nti regional minister 200 more me gidi say na otwe community ene na chi betimi omotimi free ho whilst we are working on compensation now almost so free na yetimi ato bridge no so say be ya amafon so benya bridge no so fa so nti free ho no e banya so tu. And also, no, 17-kilometer road project by contractor called Resource Access. So far now, we 75%. Communities, be to say, Pentecost University area, Israel area, Farmwork area, and Anti-Eku area. And also, no, ye roads hopa. Me jiri say by November, plan nature say maybe no. Na ama ekrom ho ayefe na ho biama yamafo nso so asetina mu so no akon kan ye wura weja gbawe no specifically gbawe on say we share people nasia obi ye construction bi wo ho na we share people no there are cracks sa area no nya no earthquake zone any slightest landslide ebe kunipa japade na wo ye no kra no mfu bad for so and me do ho no me won say I was quickly I have to stop it. And the Makacha mini contractor only permit. He hasn't got permit. Or say our site plan. Now who yet done here? So was assembly man permit. Now what would you to me? Ghana hanu obia yet your pay. Ye mrawo kromwa and the Makacha MC no or China no omunkonom stop no. They should read my lips. They should stop it. If they don't come, I will arrest them. Now you're making sure that you're protecting lives and property.
Asante Achim South Messi no Asante Mantemu aban e de kwan dodo no ama contractor for mo eye enti Asante Mantem soafo abo anan akohwe ba bia kwan no ya si de ya duru na afesu de ya wie ate yense firi hu no obo ho amane
akwan na ehwe no mani agi ni nyina ho de na ha dwen ne se kwan no bi ho a o se ehwe etu anamo bi e wo ho ehu de nti e wo se ye ne ntem ne se kwan no wom ye wie emu abai we nam ha da obedru bridge na so a can't me monsa ho nti utranye yi na ka bi fia we fia na speed wo mu a o mani mo so o mu se we ba na wo mu ntimi emunsa ho no we be yese we ya fanchen ada se dade ne won chen no bobum ana obi bitima ye de atonsuo nu se ka akotomu a ade ebesie no wan hwa ye nyina ye nte asempapa na ye wo ba kon so a wo river pra no so eno no ye check for bridges be project ayinyai om de ma Ghana ban na em se adili na nche kra no minister for roads and highways etu kwan eko check ho enti wabai ene ne bedi nkomo na ensem wo ho ni nyina wa me hu yenya hu ensem wo ho na ene be kire anamon a obitu so ombe nsisi a na ne yatwen no mato aso no mai na memu nya meye dia na yahwe ekwan ye befa so a ebi a be pay difference source of funding ena ne ye wo kwan no bi ho a ekwan no hu hia pa enam se enkure nam so ne ba bi a ekono ifri Asante region eko eastern region that is New Abrim area be 8 kilometers ifi obogu kwa akusi komeso saa kwan no so o say ye bo modern unity minimum contractors send ye be ya cars bebrebe na efa obogu eko eastern region no wo mo nso benya ekwan a eye kuadwuma ekoso wo hokese ndisi etimi ya enuane a free eastern region ebi sanako Ashanti region betima free Ashanti region e ko eastern region ebema akobadi no aboain
no achimra se bedwani owo Asante Achim South constituency eyo nunyamfo kwaku Asante Boaten o kasa na o kire se Ghana mampanyini Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo asepa o hwe mpuntudwuma enkanka kwan o mo ye no saa empatem no
Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo adaroma oni His Excellency Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia yayiye kwa no bebre ese de asedade aboso body kese edema president enti ye hwese Adidijade sometimes no men can see a nyajwa but ode obibo full pub the same community no nam quota so na wonam bia na wo de no futuro na da bia ebo wa aneya enti ye ne regional minister ne regional engineer kase enka gaps no aka wo mu no de omutubi yi free mu a enka ye pepa the fast no ye 32 kilometers 32 no be 12 akam and at the akano yaye until 12 kilometers no aya dia etomua ekwa no fa ho saa koda anka beboa yempa
eno echi nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ ne site engineer edema aye konongo bus road project ADK consortium aye owura Eric pra eso etwetwe enkomo.
We are even ahead of schedule. I resume the show the Ghana for and the plan is even less than 3 years, you know. And so the number 2 and we be a concrete works, earthworks, swampy stabilization, we be a cost of paper. Yeah, as I said, 46.3 averagely. Super.
Edom kuma omra shebedwam edi atodwa kyerem se MPP amayoko no ebo modern fankrofo bi ewo bambo enwumako ni mu a omode ama NPP fo nko ama eno moye enenam so ama edwumako enyan esiem NPP amayoko ni ma edi atodwa so onmonyafo atoforsen a wodi animu mo moka sansam no onfa achopa emre MPP fo na afenso makwan na hwehwemu enkoso.
Yana yawa adwuma kwa anya na siam adwuma kwa anya na siam babia beda dance botuma kade ne sese ne kokode ansa na atoforsen already no baba hye adwuma kwa anya na siam nyama nyesemu no ne to trasem biara nyi nyama nyesemu de yere tro din abato krata o ya abato krata te dem warrior nsisiare violence biara nyi to trasem biara nyi abande yero kwakoto aba adwuma kwa nyene sie mi e pasomdwe yempe ye ho asem din wakwakoto the line wakoto na ba obefi police station ho enyimber obanda wo bekan a adwuma kwa nyene siamfo yempe ye ho asem nti yero kwakoto ho din ya hwe wa kan aba no asomdwe mu nipa obo ne din da wanwin no yepe yaja atum oman no ye koyanyim ya wa asomdwe mu. But 2008 until 2008 atoforsen din ho baje adwuma kwa anya na siam yam politics mu obaye NDC fi wom parliamentary candidate anuanom to trusam shase ewo bra atoforsen odene ho ba she ono no ode to trust won de bowura hina manje mu amende adwuma kwa anya na siam police for what described as a flashpoint before 2008 na adwuma kwa anya na siam ewo security for won books mu no ne yenye flashpoint ono mum and what you no who were Jumako and Yanesiam. In fact, ni campaign or yenny na Okutina Crobiarada, as some catcher ranting and Catasian day. I'm out of force Midday, nipa them, nipa do them, Meduaco, police, Meduaco customs, Meduaco fire service, Meduaco, all the security agencies into some ya branch and another Yakatasian said to Abama, Meduaco share them security agencies in Mokrumo. Nti mranta na gadesha wo yan constituency nyina no wonyina wo je atoforsen do because wonyina wo fi des atoforsen bo ha what won ba police and other security agencies no oye ne campaign na oye now me pede me kire we are seeing nyina de atoforsen is a hypocrite and it's an epitome of hypocrisy so what ko na kasa atoforsen nukrom besiase na wo ba hu de aho and now one man branching in your say it's a young branching biara no cockade uncle Sueduma another even uncle TV at school po about the back on uncle so branch the oh them greenhouse farming impo so better that branch be the question or them training in bona on yet because also they ought to abama to force na at force the number of police another the number of custom another the number of fire service.
Let me ask constituency secretary in the mention Kratabia na NDC me baby as first person I'm the method the opposite the main NDC Central Regional Youth Organizer na since I warrior the main there na say MP wa press conference nti wo pe BB was a evidence nti said pe BB the evidence and me na mo be create BB them dɛ mo dze bogu emi mo ho fi dze bogu parliamentary candidate na Dr. Rashid Kwesi Etuafo no so
Eba ye form agudie nsenkaye no Minerals Commission omo ene da omo abem na no no soafo hwe nsase no ba de nipa so onmanyamfo Samuel Abuginapo ade atodwa se ababe na afamu de biada di akade ne niema esefata ama Minerals Commission omo timi aye adwuma firi se e form agudie sika no eboa Ghana yempuntuo pa
Ononyamfo Samuel Abuginapo ese one mom de da Minerals Commission ahwe na no kwan mofa so de dwuma no tie yi ade afri esoro ho ne ade abafom eno ne beboa ama yetimi akrakra kwan fa so tu afom agudie no titiriw e wo bia yetunu kese pa ensame wodi tudwa abra wo behwe 8-story office complex laboratory ka ho ya wo mu asi ade ama Minerals Commission ne no wokumase wasante mantam ha eno no ononyamfo Abuginapo Porto asotre musem se yebebo large scale mining and small scale mining hu da ro ne yakra kwan e fa so etunu kwan paso dia e wa se wo mu enya enipadodo wo betimi aye adwuma no maye ne ye se ne be ya ahwe no ebetimi akonkan afesa abrusan ya wo mu esie nso ebebo momani soade hu no etimi abamu wato aso ehwem se offices no mu esie no adwuma nso aba be hwa ode nani ahunu so nani aso ye pa.
As you all do know, the bulk of mining takes place in the middle belt of our country. We're talking about Ashanti, we're talking about Western North, we're talking about Hafo, we're talking about Western region, we're talking about Central region. And therefore, if we are going to have to come to grips with the mining industry of our country, large-scale mining, where we will have a promotion of large-scale mining in our country, which will contribute to the national economy of our country, and also particularly if we are going to have to be able to regulate small-scale mining in our country, it will mean that the Minerals Commission should have the requisite infrastructure, they should have the requisite personnel, they should have the requisite operational capacity to regulate the mining sector of our country, which is why under the outstanding leadership of President Akufo-Addo, we've taken the decision to decentralize the operations of the Minerals Commission and make sure that regulation takes place in all parts of the country. This is the major investment administration of President Akufo-Addo is made. It's going to be an 8-story building. They're going to have a museum. They're going to have a laboratory where we can conduct rigorous investigations into the mining sector and the products of mining in our country. And this building, this 8-story building, the Minerals Commission is going to occupy, I think, about 4 floors of it. They're going to have a banking hall here, which they will let out. They are going to have office space, which they will let out. They are going to have all kinds of facilities, restaurants, you name it. State-of-the-art, multi-purpose edifice, which is going to serve the Ashanti region and Kumasi in particular. And so I'm very impressed. The consultant is giving me the assurance that the project will be handed over to the ministry end of September. I'm holding him to that. I'm holding him firmly to that. I'm holding the contractors to that. And I'm holding the chief executive officer to that for this project to be commissioned first week in October.
Enkramansi Kopon Assembly no mpanyifo abofoto ato no mu a yede eba bebo ambabu no obi obetimi aye bibi aboa ama wo hawo wiemu sakraye ede eba ne betimi de aso ano de beboa na abo atenaye ho ban enti ye hye okomuden ema wosika na wodwumadie no so yahwe ede aye adwuma
ewiemu sakraye edwumadie no eyade a ekoso de wo hawo bebre ebre ewiase amantam ne aman ahodo ne nkropon ahodo Yewei yeka na Ghana enkrantitu uye firi mu a enye eyade a sese uhunu se womanfo dodo no a na abo apeso won kran hanom yede ahokyere abapa ba no semframa pa ye home afei ehyew huhuro ya no odene pa na ayiniti ensuo eba eneyin frama edi akire enya senketo ni nyina eye niema bi a ese japade na haya setena ani yekuayo ho ensem wanam sayo yiso ene wo chese Greater Accra Metropolitan Assembly wonom ene Bloomberg Philanthropy wonom aka won ho abomu ada Youth Climate Action Change say emaburu no nya adwen mu fufroye na wasachira wadwen hwe se de obakrakra niema abeboa ama ya setena mu adwo na nkoba ne se wia brane betiese yeso efidie bebreba ayeyo ye di nsuyiri ba yeso yesisi adan wo nsuo kwan mu enuadua ya enke ni so ade hunu kura no ebehye emabunu ni ma na aboa ama de obo ade di gyaye no yetimi ahweso nmonyamfo Elizabeth Saki MC eso any UTV Central for Ekasai
youth groups na yama wo ho kwan se omunso fa wo munim die a what's climate change yi hu nyama yebetumi aye nyama bema enkran ebehye enkran ma nyama asisa na nyama atoyie enu hu adwuma na ya bedi se ye ma 6 months from now say wo mo de won proposals beba na August no no ya start say ye disperse na me feel say enu no beboa ama akrasity ya ye gina mu edimu na nyama atotoyie ama bibia ayeye enu ntina ya beye lunch no say ye nya funds ebe support youth no na wo mo so I share wo mo ideas na yet me dey share I support climate change ya machreche mu
ye nyina ye di adanse say climate ade a eho hia ma ye pa climate problem ade a wiase man nyina obia face challenge enti project ye pese ye carry the youth along in solving climate related challenges enti ye nim say all solve climate problems so obehia akade bi to say technical support financial support and enti ne Bloomberg philanthropists account boom say ye bema emabru niska no my project bi to say greening ebi munsu beka say we want to enter into urban farming ebi nso to say sanitation ye nyina edi adanse ye say sanitation eye ade a Accra Metropolitan Assembly ye kwafa ho pa hwe say ye betumi solve sanitation problems projects ni nyina no we are looking forward to disburse 50,000 $50,000 na obi qualifier the person is entitled between $1,000 to $5,000 depending on the budget and the nature of the project. Now after so no, the project is running for 6 months.
One no moto from meja mechre gas ahodo no stations no except bambo hye ekoso yi enu na Environmental Protection Agency abedweko mo hwe atenaye so e de atodwa say wa wo ton gas e wo Ghana ha na embra hye fa bambo wan fanya adwuma no ye betum.
Environmental Protection Agency mechre EPA adwumakuo no obepiem ho komase wasante mantem a omo empanyimfo ani abriye pa a omo hwe se de be ya bo ade bobra omo ese no na afi eniema amanfo so ede ye adwuma no enkofa epra anase nsusuboni bi ema enam so ama omo ahyehye entitiye soronko ede ama omo a omo de liquefied petroleum gas LPG omo ton omo ankasa omo so abie saa enwumanwuma no na afi obi bia wo twaka bia efa LPG adwuma no entitiye soronko na omo de ema omo se de be ya obi enkose okwakoto LPG na afi eja akwakohyehye no anase obi a wote wonom anase edi amanehunu bi aba ne fa safety measures no eno na EPA for aye no ewo kumase edi ama nipa dodo no mo yesa adwuma no eno na UTV nsem kyerefo ene kwankyerefo penyimkyere regional director ede ma EPA ewa Asantema Ntema Dr. Nyantechi edi ya Jackson etwetwe nkomo ma ochire mu sei
ya call rounds akohwe be bia on ye ton LPG ewo Asantema mu sei ne no na yakohu ise ebinum kwanom paso omoye no no kose ne aye peno no se atorenche si ho no na nipa ene japade a yehwere no ya na ebroso japade kwara so utmaka se obe tofofro be nipa nkwa de o se ohwere no ontimi nsa mabio eno na ama eho akohia se enema bia omunni ewo station ho no na eno nti amato renchi betimi esi no na esi yehwe ne esi no kwan se de be ya ntimi ma se no e betimi protect life and properties nti ye de nipa be oha ye omo ye adwuma wa Asantema se na be hia se na ye kyerɛ omo ekwan pa omo betimi afaso ye adwuma no na enkofa to renchi bia amba omo stations on ye hwese omo water sprinklers ebe ye adwuma afei omo temperature gauge pressure gauge enso be ye adwuma na afei omo ntemo no ye nhwese bibi wo ho no ma conflict the use of the so mohwe no moye bia no bi ton echi bayere e gas station nche no ni na no ene nche no mo se eni kwasa ne ma no nemum yade a conflict omojuma no moye nche mohwe abo ho ban se be ya atorenchen bia enkusi wo asanteme ho sei ne be koso afa yentima pa efra
eno achi no youth in some trefo no mo be pie mo workshop na se no eso etwetwe enkomo
ene de dwumadie no ebeboa yen a ye ton gas no ama public no ene beboa ama yenso so no yatumi educate public no izan say ye babisua ade efa ekwan a ye befa so na yatumi eden abo ye ho eban sebe ya emma sa gas adwuma ya ye no ye yi sa o ye ne no afri ye nyina yenso
ene EPF wenye yedi kan ni say during COVID time no ye no mo ye sa edisan kuta hudie ama ye nyina dwundwon ye ho sebe ya ye dwumadie omna as a regulator omo side no dwuma omudi aboa LPG retailers no so no ebetimi aboa na ye nkasa nso na ye retailers no so no etimi aboa ma dan de nyina yetimi akoyanim aboa ma ye dwumadie mu no yahye mu kana ama na akoyanim sebe yankofa ohaw bia emfama
Nanu obi ene beto odwa se snakes adwumakuo no hotels anasa ogibia beye ensia a wo mo chefa ewo mo yo hamu nchemu aduosia 60% no mo eton ede ama owura brand champon na ebeto odwa sa no Ghana fo ka ho asempa nam so ema Ghana organized labor penifo ede enkrata komo mampanyi na adodan kwakufu ado se sa ogibia beye enan eko ensia so na yeton ede ama owura brand champon no enkebe ya yenhwe nenka omampanyi ensi anokwan Ghana mampanyi akasa de afa ho ade atudwa chim se omonkrato omode bae ne nsaka na wode to organized labor eni ekuokwa wudo ni nadanim se omoni osoafo ohwe nwuma ne apadie so odumanyafo Ignatius bafo wu a enkotena se enkasa na omu nadadwi ko benkrom na asem no aba no yempe ne nya agubre esese owura brand champion osoafo a ohwe nuane ni kuayo so ene snet na afenso hotels awodo a ye ton no ene wono mu bi nyina no adwene ekọ benkromo na yenya solution anase anumuaya eye papa enti omampanyin na adodan kwakufu ado kiremu se Dr. Anthony Yaba a wono na TUC ekuo no ene empenifo ewo mu no omo ene osoafo ohwe nwuma ne apadie so enkonkotena se enkasa na entia yensa aka ene se organized labor ne asuye a omo ene hwe nwuma ne apadie so se amika sei omo wonhyiemu mu dendenden a yakopon eye adoma anwumre yakankase ebomu no yedi mu nkyiremu a yensa aka no beba abetudwa Nananom eni empenifo mo senya breku a eno ewutu senya mensimu mfimfiri mantemu ede adesede eto Ghana Armed Forces anim se ensase ahodo bi omagye abso na omoteso ye adwuma no ebeya enkomunya bi mu emfama nananom na omfanye puntu dwuma omwaka atwam na omosan akabiem
sojafo no omunye hu se asase half plot mpo ena wo mo dehye ye nyina ye dehye menka ye busua ne yawo yama womo yakọ na mmom womo ze asase half plot mpo na yeku nipa na afefetefo no agi asase 100 of acres na womo di ama sojafo no enye sojafo no nko awo Ghana Police Service nso ka ho Immigration Service womo so eka ho fetefo no ahyeda womo ahyeda na wom men no to boundary se ne be ya yentumi entra enkom womo di hunahuna yen kwesi alaje ne no dom no be hye ho pe na asomdwe da sanyaman ene fete entemu no etiye otru nsama a wo mu di won sase no so no yesre IGP ene president of the land wo mo modde no wo ni sojafo no nkasa na nkasa na e court e Supreme Court injunction eda so enti yentumi hu bebi a wo mo akonya tumi a wo mu di edidi saa etuturu sam no yesre mpanyimfo no wo mo modde na asema aye kan wo mo ndi hu dwuma mayen wo mo ndi hu dwuma mayen na seni afetefo ne de mbra hye wo mo nsem no yenso ye de mbra ne be hye yensem na afa ye nyina ye de aboso ho na ya hwe ne ye besu Ghana kuro
ye de feminist anu so nim na ye me no 1 week na sojafo na fi site wa yɛnyina ɛbɛkɔ no wɔkua nyinaa yɛnyina ɔman sɛ yɛni ɛbɛkɔ na wɔn de bulldozer na afa yɛn so asase a yɛnananom de ɔmɔgya pere manyɛ no ɛdu yɛ so
na sojafoɔ no edi tuo bewurawura yɛn sanyafoɔ yɛn asase so ne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ atare na ɔmo hyɛ no ɛno pɛ ne yɛn hyɛ bi na mamutuo na ɔmo kita no yɛn so yɛnim to baa sɛ ɔmo mpɛ kasa bi ade a ɛne ɔmo fi asase no so kɔpi me sɛ court ɛbɛbua asɛm no akasa asase no ɛyɛ sanyafo dia anaa yɛfɛtɛfo
Abato komisa ema ye twetwe din a ye begina so de ato aba ebinom ho no mo card ye de to aba no ayira enti abato komisa di card nkrata aba bontin Midday to so du enson so betu hu anamon ene di abato komisa echiremu ene se efiti ene yawo ye Midday to so aduasa no eno mo ehya ase ama wono mo ka asahodo ayira no ya hye mo anamu ebetu makwa kopum June de to so edu enan June 14th ewo afiwese mu abato komisa say ankrankra biada ni voters ID card ayira no on say abato komisa ehwe no wo hye na namu na abo amanetie gina so ato aba na emomuo no wono mo akosombo aye bie eye dam ahodo no ma ensuo ni twifo omo so framantem mapo ye mantem ni nkrafa baabie no a omo card ayira no omo so mpanifo behwe ahwe omo anamu omo de no de omo ntua teku anasa dama ye beye e de ache omo na so yanyi a ye ankrankra ensuo amfa ye na so ye card ayira no de ye kwa akwaji bie betua 10 Ghana cedis cedi no edu 10 Ghana cedis ena ye betua abato komisa kira no o say no ono mo peso mo ye no betimi de akọ abefo ntenten fidie so abefa phone no abo short code eno eye 2222 ne ye miensa 1067 hash na chese ode ohyehye no ahyem watue usika na yaye replacement no ede amawa we ye nsem abato komisa de aba we beboa mo obi anya card ni bie na wode ato abanti ene ena ehya se o card ayira ko ne yenya wode emfama mfanhyem Wano mo subonto a mo ewo South de mensinim ewo fra mantemu ene mpenifo ayentete ede amo mo afa bambo hyehye a omo de beko omo ho ebere omo nam fra otade no smiche voter lake no said their life jacket omo behye na omo akwaba asomdwe mu enti.
Yes, we use the opportunity to gather the boat operators and then ask them to reinforce the wearing of life jackets. Unfortunately, coming to Germany today, we saw few people in life jackets, just few. A lot of them were not wearing their life jackets with the excuses that they are with the water and they are good swimmers and then they will not drown. So we use the opportunity to appeal to the boat owners to reinforce the wearing of life jacket. And luckily for us, the DC was here, who has also brought up a plan that if you are a boat owner and you're able to reinforce, is going to award you. And so we have engaged them, we have spoken to them. We are hoping that they comply to what we the life jackets, we work hand in hand with our stakeholders. When I talk about stakeholders, I mean the boat operators, the district assembly, and then the security agencies in the community. So basically we work through the assemblies and the boat operators to enforce. And so we give it to the boat operator and then we give some to our stakeholders to donate or hand over to them and then use the authority to advise them on the enforcement. So it is in the hands of the assembly and the boat operators.
Ekozoi workers currently working at the lakeside. You can see them, they are about 5 in number. But I've seen this number as inadequate. Looking at the stretch of the lake side, at Germany here, we need more hand on board. So we are collaborating very well, but the number of people employed, which is 65, is inadequate. So it's putting a lot of pressure on the existing workers at the lake side. So our appeal to Ministry of Transport, I know they are spearheading this project to come on board and ensure that Ekozoi Ghana Limited employ additional hand in addition to what we are currently having. Without that, it will be very difficult to actually keep the side of the lake clean as expected.
Crow Norway and Manimu, Emo Amrado, Abagana ha, no Wakasa ede Atuja Achilemu say, Amone Ghana, Enkankani Kumasi, Ebedi Kasubum Ashe, Ama and near Medi Ahusi, Siamotoso, Ebano, or more aye, no my any years so.
Now, Cherry and Ghana this year, our more Norway, a year Europe approach, Metre Asante for Adishia Mohonum, Omaka Muboma, or more Etimia Mania Mamra, or more Etimi Eda, a year Asante Mine Association, as a Queen Eddie, and Namso Emma, a year Sabine, Akru from Ehene, and Ne Nananumbi, a free, a year Ghana, a copy monoma, a year Fefe, and Wachi, and some Trefua, from Copimo Jumediana say, Jeff and Siam Wadu, and Ne Maria or no what Virgin, I know a Norway Meret Wakni etwetwe nkomo no kase waye krado pa se obetimi ama wono ni city no ene eye Kumasi city so beka bom na afi omotimi ade empontudwuma aba anasa ayonkofa bi ebetimi aba na ohwe Ghana de hia womo ewo Norway ewo sa city honom na womo atimi ada su bi adia womo ni sopa enti ono soso no obeye se de beya ayonkofa sonko ebetimi aba beda eye Kumasi ene Norway city a efrose Beijing no entem.
I think it's a great honor for me as the mayor of Bergen to wish all of you Ashanti chiefs welcome to Bergen, and I think that when we now also have a Queen Mother in Bergen, that will help all the Ghanesian people who are living here in Bergen, guide them and to be a support, but also a link into the rest of the society in Bergen if there is any trouble. And I will really look forward to further cooperation with you all. And I think it's so important that the Ashanti Kingdom was long before the British, and they are still working side by side also with the government.
And no etchino near Oda Penyinfo mu free Ghana ekopie mo nom eye Nana Kwame Chichie a ono na ye otumfo enkoso ehene ono so ekasai
me de me ba ha se mira the media audition men san se men tutu kwan na men ko nye asanteman mu kwa na men ko na me fa bibi papa embre asanteman nti ano titro nti na mba Norway ha. And I know we also know any inauguration of Asantemai so Omukono Ebeshiai. Na yako me ano hono me de tunanim say me pe cities bia omne Asantemai ni Kumasi ebe fa yonko na ya partnership in somebody be wa menene twetwen no mentumi fa bedwam because me more mi ramane na nsempa na oka kire me no mekọ na makoka kire makobo mi ramane
ye jina we say so ahome abaye ba ye dia agudie sports e ba beto so bongo difara ono neba